Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. Matt and James. This week we are driving the Lincoln Nautilus. Quiz question, James. Since when does Lincoln exist?
I would guess somewhere about the same time as the Model T, so let's say the 1920s.
Well, you are right. 1920 was the year of the creation of Lincoln, and the logo means a star. And talking about that, over time, we've seen a lot of Ford vehicle transform into Lincoln with more luxury. And I think we kind of lost our identity over time. You know, the latest sports utility vehicle that we saw, the MK this, MK that, MKC, MKZ, blah, blah, blah. The styling was not that incredible, even worse for the interior. So what was happening, Lincoln? Letting it go? Remember, there was even a version of the F-150 that was Lincoln. Do you remember the movie The Mule?
I don't. So
Clint Eastwood, man, he used to carry some stuff with that truck, and yeah, it was a Lincoln, and it was the usual buyer. But you know what? Today, Lincoln wanted to create more luxury. It wanted to change completely its design to attract more and younger buyers and get into that new technology. And wow, get ready, because as soon as you step in that Nautilus, you're going to be surprised. So James, I think Lincoln is looking to create an experience with your sense.
you're right, Matt. Sight, touch, hearing, smell, only the taste is not concerned for this vehicle, and we'll get through this all in this review.
Okay, let's get to the exterior with your eyes. Look at that redesign. Headlights play an important game in creating a luxury touch with animation, and it's even more impressive in the dark when you get close to that vehicle. You see that big animation up front and in the rear, and they created that grille, which is really unique. And what's the inspiration here?
It's about plain. You have also a pack that's named Jet that makes your grille black or some accents black. And you know what? This design is really great because to attract younger clients, you need great looking, you need technology, and this vehicle is just a big wow.
So you can have big wheels, 21 or 22 inches. Those tires are huge. And also when you look at this car rolling, I think it shines even more with the exterior appearance. Look at those really unique handles though. It's creating a line of design that the handles simply disappear in the car depending on where you're going to look at it.
It's kind of weird when you're looking in the rear view mirrors though.
But you know what? I'm getting used to it and I like it. Those paint color. The rear seems a little bit, more conservative and similar to other vehicles, but I can live with it. I love the opening of the trunk too. And I think Lincoln is on the right track when it comes to design with a vehicle that made people look at us, ask us questions about this vehicle, and they're wondering, what's that? That's a good thing.
Yeah, and not only all the people, that's a better thing.
So if you go with the Jet package, you're gonna have black emblem, but one thing, if you go with a hybrid, because yes, you can go for two different versions, and this one is off-road, you're gonna see some blue logo all around. So once you get inside though, it's a feel-good vehicle. That's a sanctuary. That's the kind of vehicle that you drive and you don't get drowsy or tired of driving. Lincoln wanted to create an experience, and my God, the first thing that you see, James, is what?
The 48-inch screen. It's two digital screens of 24 inches put together, but this 4K resolution also here, it is really beautiful, and you can all control it with the multimedia system of 11.1 inches.
With all that technology, they needed more processor power, more graphic power, and yes, that multimedia system is based on Google, so it's kind of a little bit harder to get used to because there's a lot of buttons, a lot of configuration, a lot of options, but once you figure it out, it's really easy. And when you're stopped, how about some games?
Yeah, you can also light a fireplace inside that vehicle. Why not?
We're not used to that in Lincoln vehicle now, but I really dig that interior. Once you're gonna also get your hands on the steering wheel though, one thing that you're gonna be surprised with is its form. They kind of cut it away to make sure that you see all big screen on top. But yeah, it takes time to get used to it and get to the feeling of it. Those digital touch button, that center console with the piano touch accent, that volume with the crystal knob, that center console which hides something for your nose now, James. What's that inside?
It's called Digital Scent, and it costs about $40 each cartridge, and it makes your car smell like Cashmere Violet or Mystic Forest or something like that. But it's kind of cool because it lights another sense in your body, the smell, and it smells kind of good.
Yeah, the seat, amazing and comfortable. Those can go up to 24 adjustment in option. You've got that nice panoramic roof. Once you get to the rear, also you get more leg space, more room for your passenger, and even James in the back can sit really easily with my big and long and tall guy driving position. And once you get to those nice panel in the door, you're gonna see a lot of speaker over here. And James, that's a nice sound system though.
Yes, 28 speakers with ultimate 3D version. It sounds good, but not as well as I would think it would sound, and I'm a bit deceived by that.
Yeah, it's because those kind of system wants to surround the driver and the passenger with the music, with the sound. And if you're listening to a low quality files, or let's say the satellite radio, there's a lot of compression. I don't think it really gives the experience, let's say, that you would have with a FLAC file, you know, those audio file that doesn't lose any quality. So maybe it's for that, but yeah, I kind of miss a little bit more punch. I wonder if I want to feel the bass just like a monkey inside.
Maybe with a Bose.
Don't say that. So tons of technology inside, and with the trunk also, space is okay. We're losing a little bit since the previous model, but hey, it's not that bad. Once you get under the hood though, you're gonna find two different configurations. You're gonna find a gas engine 2.0 turbo with an 8-speed automatic. It's not bad. It's going to do 9.8 liter combine per 100. Clearly the same thing that we did with this gas version. The other choice, which is way more interesting, and I think a lot of buyers will go for this one, it's the hybrid version. It has one electric engine, well, one with two components, so you can argue if you want, but that configuration is kind of unique. And you've got to go up to 310 combined horsepower. You're going to use also an eCVT instead of this 8-speed, and the battery is a lithium ion. It's liquid cool, and it's 1.1 kilowatt. So it's not that big, but it's just enough to give you a 7.7 liter per 100 combined. And guess what? You can do better than that, because we push the vehicle through a lot today. We kind of, yeah, maybe push a little bit the safety limit sometime. And next thing you know, we did an average of 8.4 liter. You could say, wow, that's big for an hybrid. The answer is no, because usually when we push those vehicles the way we do, 12, 13, and up, even with an hybrid version. So I think this version could be really interesting. Also, both all-wheel drive systems are nearly the same for both versions, and they won't use an electric engine in the back just like the competition, where it's gonna just push a little bit in the snow, then you won't have any help for it. This one is reactive, and yeah, maybe you can go a little bit farther. So full hybrid system with that power split transaxle is kind of interesting, and it's not really confusing because there is no EV button, no recharge button, no whatever.
Don't worry, it's the same thing in both configurations.
So if you want to tow, you can go up to 1,750 pounds. So it's not really a towing machine, but hey, it's luxury, not working. So let's get to drive it. What's the feeling behind the wheel? Both versions are really similar. Seriously, there's a slight difference because you can feel the weight of the hybrid a little bit more, but there's not that oomph that you can feel with more horsepower though. But you're gonna feel it when you're gonna do a passing maneuver. Could they give more oomph from a standstill boat engine? I think so, James.
But don't forget that this vehicle is, like you said, a sanctuary. So it's calm and it's comfortable. It's not a performance machine. Even if it's appreciated to have a performance machine, this one is not, and I think it's good that way.
Yeah, but when you face the German, you've got some time to stand out. It's a good thing that they stand out from the inside, though, with that thing that you just said. But still, with that kind of amount of horsepower, wish, you know, you would have a little kick off. But hey, maybe it's me. Otherwise, comfort, 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 low noise level. You hear the tires sometimes because they're big. It kind of resonates a little bit though, a little bit more than what I anticipated because of the Sanctuary, but I can still live with it. Steering feeling, it's okay. Braking, it's okay. Yet, it's not a performance machine. It will face the Japanese version, but the German are a little bit ahead though.
But you still have an Excite mode. Why isn't it more interesting to drive?
So, different driving mode. Also, when you press on that button over here, normal, conserve, excite, that will change the reaction of the suspension and the steering feeling. But is it really impressive when you press on another mode? Well, sometimes it can be harsh depending on the potholes, depending on what you're going to face on the road. I don't think the driver of Lincoln will use that a lot.
No, really, I don't think so.
But they're going to use the Blue Cruise feature though.
Blue Cruise, the self-driving system from Lincoln on the highways, and it's kind of a deception because you have to drive it on the highway to make it work, and also it has to be mapped.
Yeah, a lot of self-driving system will be able to be used pretty much anywhere, but still, even if it's only on the highway, the people that buy this vehicle are probably highway lovers. So why not use it? And now you can use also that lane change feature. You just put the blinker and the vehicle will move really easily, but they're going to make sure that there's no truck around and simply move from one way to the other one. So I think it's kind of cool. Talking technology, you've got also 3 years of Alexa that you can get. There's phone as a key and there's USB cable back there in the seat. There's a ton of feature, and finally Lincoln is right there. So let's talk the low points and the high points.
On the low points, it's not really a sporty vehicle, even if it's not meant to be. Even in an hybrid, it still misses some kind of sporty feeling. The Black Label model is not available in Canada, only in the US. It may be firm in Excited mode. You feel kind of all the bumps and it's kind of annoying, but still, no PHEV trim. Even if I know that Ford has still an Escape PHEV, why not in this vehicle? And it's a really low towing capacity. I wish I could have towed more toys with that vehicle.
On the plus side, comfort, 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 low noise level, luxury technology, style, good warranty, and how about great fuel economy? And you can use regular fuel with that vehicle. No need for premium. So wow, that's kind of great. Talking about price though, you know, the price of this vehicle when you get into a luxury territory tends to be a little bit higher. So what you see on the screen is the version that we recommend to you guys. Feel free to tell us what you think about the price, but remember, as soon as you fully equip it and you go with financing option, yeah, the price of cars today simply climb and climb and climb, and it's par with the competition of what you're gonna see with the other competitors. So in conclusion, Lincoln is getting into that territory where you're going to be rolling on the cloud and your senses are going to be happy, James.
All senses is going to be happy, and this vehicle does not leave a better taste. Do you see the pan here?
I see it here. So what do you think about that new Lincoln? Feel free to tell me that in the comment down there below. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you another time on another video of Car Question.